Ryan Kielczweski. Frank the Ghost Martin.
Legal punches here for you, legal punches here for you. Touch gloves go to both of you.
You're in your hotel room looking, saying, oh my God, the fight started.
Right.
You have time. It's all right, but we're underway.
Yeah, I mean, that's a heck of an accomplishment. But I got to tell you, Frank Martin's
about him. You see the physique, you see the shots right there.
Yeah,
just nice and composed,
yeah.
But you hear he started boxing at 18. It is very rare to start boxing at 18 full times. To be, when you see him as a professional, he is not expending any unnecessary energy.
Called it because that was a nice, tight little defense at Kielczweski, and it's part of my notes. He's got a tight.
Excellent young kid. Nice hook to the body by Kielczweski, and now Martin answers back. Combination. Well, a little blood pouring now. Doubles up on the jab, landing both.
And you see how.
Well, there's an old ghost and a young ghost. How about that?
That's right.
The return, yeah. Guerrero will fight Victor Ortiz of round number 1. Scheduled for 10. Don't know if it's going to go that far. You can see the punching pop, excuse me, in the blue and white trunks. You see the punches landed in favor of Frank.
In 35 fight.
Quincy Mass. So he stays in shape there.
Boy.
He has another job.
These old shows where they put, 15 you'd start at 3 in the afternoon, the main event, come on.
You don't have a ticket, you got to move.
Right.
So this little afternoon boxing experience Frank Martin brings to the table.
And see what he's all about. Because Kielczweski's he's a good counter puncher. You see
hands, power with both hands, and a straight left up the middle. Excellent work by Frank.
I just don't know if he has the power. He's only got 11 knockouts. Even if he hits Frank, you get the same damage on your arms when you get hit by knuckles by a strong puncher like that.
He's not carrying any extra weight in the middle. He's got the weight all up top.
He just does everything right.
Martin up a little bit now, so changing the equation a bit, making Martin miss on the way in.
He's having a good time in a sense. He's loose.
He's making a professional effort. No question. I mentioned it. A young man on the rise. He is 26, which is more prime than young.
Yeah. By decoying with that left hook to the liver and dropping a quick right hand on Martin. It didn't work, but they...
From Martin, that just moved Kielczweski all the way back across the ring. There's real power this evening.
Oh.
The right hand there by Ryan Kielczweski.
We were talking during the break, and I said he's actually getting loosey-goosey right now. He's
Jordan.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. As we can see, Martin is very quick, and the only thing that
30-5 out of Quincy Mass, lost 2 of his last 3. He hasn't fought anybody in the top 10. Win this fight, and he absolutely did, and he stopped Michael Coffey.
Yeah, I think he pointed out he pulled a Buster Douglas.
Right there, falls short with the right hand, but now he's able to move his head and get out of harm's way.
The thing about
success to the body. Look, we know as well. We don't have to go to Larry Hazard for the start.
And Frank has given up some ground, albeit with panache. He's
on his toes right now. More live, more energy. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see.
That was the bell. We used our time. We're done. Right. That's the way to do it. But back here, round number 5, scheduled leaping left hand. And it knocked out Jerry Perez, who was then 13-0. How do you have it scored so far?
Well, thank you, guys. Listen, after 4 rounds, I got Martin at 10 points to the win of a round, but he's making Martin earn the 10.
Pacquiao, and your Dennis Ugas, good hard body shot, makes Kielczweski back up.
Hazard, Professor Larry Hazard, as I call him, called it right. He's a very durable guy, everybody, and I thought all accurate assessments of what's going on.
Kielczweski continues to make this interesting. Took that hard body shot. He'll need a minute here. Pacquiao came in 146. He had no problem. I think he just stays 146. That's his, that's kind of 112 pounds. And now has campaigned at 147 and been sensation in of itself. You hand it in, and there's really no question here. It's 10-9 every round for a lot of energy. He's moving his head, making him work. He's not a standing target.
At about one
shot, but again, Kielczweski in a decent rhythm. But if he stands in front of Martin and lets him fire, well,
because it's hard to get a straight left hand down the middle off on Kielczweski.
I wonder if he's coming. Quincy Mass can't be too far from Mickey Ward. The main event of the afternoon. Have a main event of the evening, as Jimmy Lennon always. And you can see just a real comer. Look at the way he moves and changes angles. Fighter stepping to the side, springing to the side. Watches Purnell, Whitaker, Milton, Taylor. Look at
Kielczweski was that left hand. And that left hand, when you're a southpaw, lands.
And his spirit is there.
Absolutely.
Stop, no.
Martin, hey, when do you think you could be ready, for the big name guys? He said, I think as soon as next year. On the Fox Sports app, Manny Pacquiao, your Dennis Ugas. That should be an outstanding fight.
Another southpaw.
Yeah. And explosive. And I don't know.
In that division, they don't outgrow it because, you got to remember Valenzuela is only 23.
Frank Martin. Spinning. Yep.
And that's that turn to his own left.
Like, if he was even thinking of how much.
You're going to be hard pressed to stop.
Trying.
Yeah, he is trying.
Wow, and he's taking real punishment in this round. No, I think the
But
work.
look at Kielczweski. He just got hit with a lead left hand. Great spring in the legs of Martin.
Won 11 of 12, and that one loss has been razor close. That razor close loss to Sean Porter, winning really every round. Now he starts to pour it on. Kai's taking
rounds he's won, but Derek James is not, and I think for the amount of punishment he's taken tonight and effort he's put into,
just takes it.
Look at that. See, Kielczweski, you know, actually tried to push down on the knockout record. Don't fight Kielczweski, because the chances are you're not going to get a classic barn burner between.
Do damage. You see the punches landed 178 to 51. Martin is for the oomph of the punches.
Yep.
That is the mark of a top pro.
Yeah, and top front of him. It's the reason why he's got 30 wins.
Yep.
He'll beat you. Yeah.
There were professionals fighting in front of me. I'm not looking for the amateur night behind me. Question Frank Martin. Again, trying to finish things off, but Kielczweski, again, just, you know, good engine.
He really hung in there tight. He tried. He took the punches like that.
Beautiful combination. Throws some shots now back at Martin. Martin says, hey, man.
The Ghost Martin.
Frank Martin is still